constantly try to be perfect and be like somebody else and compare ourselves to others and the way that other people live. And the truth is, we edit our lives on social media. And so if you think about how many people, all those people that you admire on social media, have all the same types of problems that you do, and they're editing their life just like you are.
You starred in 7 seasons of Pretty Little Liars, where you played Alison De Laurentiis, and now you reprised your role in the spin-off series, The Perfectionist, where you play the adult version of Alison.
Yeah.
What would you say you love the most about playing Alison all these years?
You know, I think it's fun to play a character that's not one note. She's just got so many different levels, and there's a lot of changes that have happened in her life, and I think those realities are kind of coming to a peak with her. She has to deal with everything that she's done and how to kind of repair that, not only in her life, but in everybody around her.
Would you say that what Alison is going through, what she's evolving into on The Perfectionist, is actually what we do as individuals in real life?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all kind of have our habits, and some are more extreme than others. She's kind of a chronic liar. She always wants to fix things, but it always turns out badly.
The storyline centers on Beacon Heights, which is like this college town, and they have their own security, the Beacon Guard.
Yes.
And it centers on 3 college students, and you're like a professor, a student professor? Or?
Yeah, so I'm a TA, so I'm a teacher's assistant. It's a lot of fun. But Beacon Heights is interesting because there's a lot of realistic qualities about it. I think it's kind of like, that big brother who's watching you. We deal with all these craziest issues with social media today, and it definitely touches on that. And obviously, The Perfectionist, how much pressure we have to be perfect.
So what would you say the underlying messages of the show that you're trying to convey to the viewers?
At the core, it's about teaching people and reminding them it's okay to be yourself. Your flaws are what make you beautiful and different, and it just shows how toxic that type of life can be. If your sole purpose in life is to make sure that everything is in line and picture perfect.
You've been on set with Janelle Parrish for years. What is the dynamic like working on The Perfectionist?
Great. Honestly, we've always gotten along. We've always been friends, and I think we have been lucky. We've kind of been at the same place in our life. So when we shot the pilot, we were both engaged, and we both had gotten married right before we shot the first season. And since her character Mona has changed a lot, it's fun for them to kind of be friends. Alison and Mona being friends is such an unusual thing.
I like that dynamic.
Yeah,
I love
really
it.
Fun.
I really enjoy it. I love like the opening of The Perfectionist with the knife and the pie. And like,
yeah.
That really got me. I loved
yeah.
it. So, Sasha, over the past few years, unfortunately, you have been bullied and body shamed on social media, and I really admired how you used your voice with tact, kindness, and compassion, and you became an inspiration to millions of individuals globally by you addressing your bullies and standing up for yourself. What was the defining moment for you when you realized that you wanted to respond?
I think this is something that everybody goes through at some point in their life. I think everybody's bullied to some extent. What people, can hopefully realize is that it's not personal. It's stemming from somewhere else. Most bullies have something in their life that's really toxic for them, and they're lashing out, and it's their way of controlling something in their life. And when you understand where they're coming from in that place, I think it's a little bit easier to let it go. It's unfortunate, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. But to be fair, I was also equally confused why I was gaining weight. So I gained 70 pounds in about 2 years. What I was doing didn't reflect what was happening in my body. Eat healthy, I work out, I do all those things, so it didn't make sense. And a friend of mine told me that I should go to an endocrinologist. This lady heard me as far as my symptoms were, and she was just kind of like, I need to run a blood test, but you probably have PCOS. And what's so hard about that is that it comes in all different shapes and sizes. It affects everybody differently. In my case, it was weight gain. So through all of this, I was just as confused as the people on social media. Everybody had questions. And I felt like I had to address them. And in ways, it helped empower me too. And I really encourage that.
Right, like you had said, and I'm gonna take this in a quote, that we can only base our self-worth on how people positively or negatively see us, that this is incredibly destructive. So it was so inspiring to me. For you to take that position was so admirable.
Oh, thank you.
So you just came out with this fabulous cookbook in good taste. Sasha in good taste. Absolutely loved watching your innovative YouTube channel to go along with it, from making decorative holiday inspired floral arrangements, which I loved.
Thank you.
So not only can you cook, but you also do it yourself renovations as well.
Yeah.
Entertain, and you made from adulting spaghetti.
Thanks.
That's my problem.
Appreciate it.
Friendsgiving, Halloween parties, bites. These are all covered in the book. So what prompted you to want to come out with this book?
I had an idea for a cookbook when I was 17, actually, and to see it, you know, in real form, have it happen, has been such a treat. But I love to entertain, and I love to cook, obviously, cook and bake, but I love being able to share that side of me with my friends and family.
That's interesting, because you would think that that's more of your private time, and then you like opened it up and wanted to share your talents.
I wanted to test the waters and see the response.
This Halloween, the favorite thing you do with Halloween at Halloween parties, what is it?
I wanted to do some sort of a vampire party. I thought of blood bags, and so I kind of went on Amazon to see if it was even something that you could purchase. Turns out you can.
You must get that idea from your TV show, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, all those crazy possibilities and movie magic.
Exactly.
So I fill them with a pomegranate cocktail that's actually in the book. So it's easy to get, it's cheap. You can drink them basically with the IV.
Oh my God, that is like crazy.
Straw. It's weird to talk about, but they look amazing. You put them on ice and it's really effective. So
are there any other favorite recipes?
oh my gosh, it's really hard for me to choose. I love my chocolate pudding because it's made with an avocado base, so you don't have to feel as guilty for eating it.
So it's healthy, somewhat healthy.
Healthier.
Right.
Healthier. I
That's
love these little jalapeno
My favorite.
bites with brie or goat cheese or.
So you're doing very different things, which sets you apart from other cookbooks.
I also really wanted to make sure that it was something that anybody could do. I feel like everybody kind of tenses up when they think about party planning, all the things that they have to do, but it's really possible to make it easy and enjoy your time with the people that you love.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Let's get started and shoot your Social Life magazine August cover.